I'm currently traveling through London and Paris and started researching some film sites in those cities that I thought would make for interesting content. Most of the big movie set pieces are either in front of Big Ben or Parliament or the Louvre or Notre Dame. Huge tourist destinations. That didn't really interest me much. I didn't think you guys would want to see that either. So I thought I'd take a week off and get back to it once I got home. Then I walked across this bridge in Paris and I knew I had to talk about it. Get a good look at it and I think you'll know why too. Hi, I'm Mike. I studied film, I work in TV, and I love movies. This is the Bir Hakeim Bridge in Paris, France. It's about a half-mile downriver from the Eiffel Tower. As you can see, it has a very recognizable double-deck structure. On top runs the Paris Metro, and on this level here is for cars and pedestrians. You all may know it better from Christopher Nolan's 2010 film, Inception. Let's back up. Nolan shot two iconic scenes for Inception in Paris. First, at the Stuzzi, a small cafe not far away from here. There, Leonardo DiCaprio surprises Ellen Page by telling her she's in a dream for the very first time. That's when all the newsstands and flower pots start to spontaneously explode. They wake up, but she's had a taste of the power she could wield, and they go back under. They return to the same dream street, and Ellen Page starts getting the hang of it. She begins testing the limits of what's possible, bending the streets into Escher-style shapes. It's kind of a nondescript intersection in Paris, and with all the special effects implemented, it's hard to get a read on the neighborhood. So let's get back to the bridge. Cobb follows Ariadne to this bridge, and she's getting more comfortable as an architect now. She starts folding mirrored walls in on themselves. The repeating nature of the columns here really add to the parallax effect that Nolan's using to illustrate the concept of Inception, a dream within a dream. But Cobb remembers this bridge. He's been here with his wife.
Never recreate places from your memory. Always imagine new places.
You gotta draw from stuff you know, right?
Only use details, a street lamp or a phone booth, never entire areas.
Why not?
Because building a dream from your memory is the easiest way to lose your grasp on what's real and what is a dream.
Is that what happened to you?
That's when Cobb's projections start attacking her, and they have to end the dream. And if that were the only movie filmed here, I would have interrupted my afternoon cappuccino. This bridge was the site of this scene in National Treasure, Book of Secrets, the second in the National Treasure franchise. Then, Nicolas Cage, Riley, Justin Bartha launch a drone from this very bridge in order to read an inscription that's supposedly etched into a scale model of the Statue of Liberty that's around here somewhere. I haven't been able to find it, but they say it's here. It faces its more famous counterpart in New York Harbor, some 3,500 miles away. It's here they discover from inscriptions written on the mini Lady Liberty that there is actually a second Resolute desk. One's used by the President of the United States and resides in the Oval Office, while the other was to be used by the Queen of England at Buckingham Palace. As surprising as it sounds, that story is true. The President's Resolute desk actually has a twin, but it's not in Buckingham Palace. It's in another royal residence in Windsor Castle in Berkshire. But if that wasn't enough, this bridge is also featured in the opening scene of Bernardo Bertolucci's 1973 film Last Tango in Paris. Last Tango in Paris stars Marlon Brando, an older American visiting Paris while mourning the death of his wife. He meets a much too young friggin' Janine, played by French actress Maria Schneider. Janine's engaged and the pair begin a torrid love affair in his apartment right there on that end of the bridge. And now that we're here, I'm noticing a plaque telling us that this is the site of yet another famous movie, this one in French. It's called Fear Over the City. It was released in 1975. It stars French action hero Jean-Paul Belmondo. By the looks of this scene, I think I'm going to enjoy this one. It was released in the US and UK as The Nightcaller, and was the second highest grossing film in France in 1975, behind The Towering Inferno. New York Times said it seemed to be two completely different movies and neither of them up to much. The Los Angeles Times thought the action sequences kept an otherwise routine film entertaining. Time Out said Belmondo is piling stunt on Daredevil stunt and risking his neck for a particularly silly story. I'm a sucker for silly action movies. I'm gonna go watch it and I'll let you know. If anyone out there has seen it, please comment below and tell me your thoughts. Anyway, I thought you guys would find these tidbits interesting, and if you have any other information about films that were shot in Paris that aren't like in major tourist attractions that you think I should see, drop them in the comments below, and I just may have to extend my vacation. As always, film is about community. I'm Mike, and j'adore le cinéma.